Hello guys, welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about Yakupov and the news that he signed a 2-year deal to be sent back to the KHL. Now, it was just announced this morning that former first overall pick in the 2012 draft, Yakupov, has signed a 2-year deal with SKA St. Petersburg in the KHL, which, of course, is huge news. Not because Yakupov is really a great player, but because he's sent to the KHL at only age 24, being a former first overall pick, and now we can officially say that he was a draft bust. When he signed with St. Louis, when he signed with Colorado, we thought, oh, maybe maybe he needs like a second chance or something. Maybe he needs a change of scenery. It didn't end up really working out for either of those teams, as he just did not play well anywhere else. He didn't even play all that great in Edmonton, but he definitely was a lot better in Edmonton than he was in St. Louis or Colorado. But once again, at age 24, being the first overall pick in the 2012 draft, which, looking back on it, is not a very good draft compared to some other ones. But first overall pick in that draft obviously is one of the biggest draft busts of all time. He has played the least amount of games as any first overall forward that has been drafted first overall. With 350 games played, I think the next best one is Patrick Stefan with about 450. So he's definitely down there and definitely at least a top 3 draft bust. Obviously, a terrible pick by Edmonton there. His best season was in 14-15 with Edmonton Oilers, where he got 33 points. This past season with the Colorado Avalanche, he played 58 games, had 9 goals, 7 assists for 16 points. Wasn't terrible, but was not first overall pick worthy, and I don't think he has ever shown that talent in the NHL. And it's kind of baffling just looking back on it. He was the consensus #1 pick for sure. There's a lot of people that just had Yakupov. He was pretty much a sure bet to go first overall, and he did. It's just amazing seeing, just looking back on it, he being the runaway favorite to be first overall, and of course carving out a pretty terrible NHL career compared to most first overall picks. But him signing with the KHL to SK St. Petersburg, and just a stacked team. They're going to use him. It's going to be weird to see him in the KHL, but he's going back there. It just sucks at age 24 that, we already feel like his NHL career is over. It's pretty much confirmed at this point. He's pretty much not coming back to the NHL unless he's just killer in the KHL, which he might be. Maybe he needs to go back to the KHL, go back to his roots, and really improve on his game. That could work out for him, but most likely, this has been his last stint in the NHL, last being with the Colorado Avalanche. So if anything, this is another second chance for Yakupov. What is it, like the 4th chance? He's up there, and he definitely needs a change of scenery again. I feel like going back to the KHL, where, of course, he's from, will definitely work out for him. I feel like he'll play a lot better. He might not get another chance in the NHL, but I feel like he can carve a solid career in the KHL after being really, really disappointing in the NHL. It sucks that, of course, he couldn't do a lot with it, but maybe he does something with the KHL, and maybe he carves out a decent little stint there. I mean, I do like Yakupov. I like the guy. I think he's a good hockey player. I mean, getting 33 points in the NHL is not easy. So, again, he has some talent there, but he just is not first overall pick worthy, and I don't think he will ever be. And just looking back on it, it sucks that he's one of the biggest draft busts of all time, because I do like the guy, and I wish that he would have succeeded in the NHL, but it just did not come to that, and he just was not able to just put a solid career through, and he never really had a great season either. So to me, this marks as the end of the Yakupov era, where he was just disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. It sucks. I really wish that he would have done something with an NHL career. Be a decent player at least. Some first overall picks don't turn out to be first overall pick worthy, but some of them do carve out decent NHL careers. I mean, Alexander Daigle played like 600 games. I mean, that's okay. That's not first overall worthy, but it's okay. I wish that Yakupov would have had something else in the tank, to at least have a decent NHL career. Not be a first overall worthy guy, but at least have a decent one, and he just never carved it out. And of course, Edmonton was hoping that it worked out. It obviously did not. He never filled that potential ever. Best seed being 33 points as a first overall pick, that's just atrocious. And winning one of the worst first overall picks of all time, it definitely sucks for him. Definitely sucks for Edmonton who picked him, and sucks for everyone involved. I just wish that he would have had a much better career, because he obviously deserved it. But good luck to him, the KHL, hoping that it works out there, hoping that he can, re-find his game and perhaps make a comeback. That would be awesome. I'm hoping that he does that, but for the KHL, he's going for 2 years. If he can refine this game, I would love to see him get a return. But that's going to be for today, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe. Tell me down below what you think of this whole situation. Him going back to the KHL. Do you think he can make an NHL comeback? And what do you think of his career as a whole? And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.